3 straight. And if Mo Beard can get that 4th goal, go back up by 2, they're probably thinking, all right, we've regained control of this contest.
Well, I think the key to this period, obviously, is going to be Neil Steiner in net, because he had a huge second period. He's been looking so confident after that first period, an early goal. But there, he had a nice glove save. That's the first time he's really been tested up top. Down low, he just drops down, perfect butterfly every time. He's got a real eye for the puck, and has just been making fantastic saves, throwing his body where it needs to be, stacking the pads, doing everything a goaltender is supposed to do, doing it right, and his confidence level has gone up as Pingree has been scoring goals.
And you wonder what was going through his mind early in the game, getting just his second start, facing the team in Mo Beard that beat them in the Prep State Finals last year, gave up 2 goals in the first 2:36, and since then, just the 1 power play goal he had no chance on.
Absolutely. I mean, it speaks volumes to his character. I spoke to him before the game. He's a very laid-back, kind of easygoing guy. And I have the feeling that once he got into his groove, once he got warmed up, once he got a feel for the puck and a feel for the game style and game play, he was able to just adapt accordingly and has been playing just fantastic. And that's going to be the key. Between him and Beatty, that's going to be the key to the third period for Pingree.
5-a-side hockey to start the third period. Mo Beard in white. Moving from left to right, Pingree in blue, going from right to left with the Crimson up 3-2 in this one. Santucci with a forecheck behind the net, gains control. Olchese back to the point. Brennan, who has one of the goals, that was deflected a couple of times and went wide of the net. Beatty battling on the far side, able to pop it free. But Kyle Walker starts the other way with Lima. Lima's pass was deflected off his skate, and it's controlled by Olchese. Brennan and Gilson out there along the blue line for Mo Beard. Pair of seniors. This is Gilson in. Across the red line, gets taken to the boards. DePaulo looking to send Osowski through. They could not connect, and neither team able to gain control here in the early going. Brennan for DePaulo. Now Osowski with some speed and some space. Osowski behind the net, goes down. Gottlieb could not pick it up for Pingree, and DePaulo regains control for Mo Beard. His pass deflected. Ben Rogers starts the other way. 2-on-2. Durso with a blocker save as Jack Walmuth was charging to the net looking for a rebound. Osowski banks one beautifully to DePaulo. DePaulo on the off wing gets through the defenseman and then could not fire a shot, and Steiner will cover up for the faceoff. What a pretty move, though, by Tom DePaulo.
Tom DePaulo's the real deal. I mean, he's got 4 goals in the season, one of them today. And it's because of moves like that. He is a finesse player. He's also great with the puck, setting up assists and everything. Just, I mean, all-around great player. That's why you put him on the line with Eddie Osowski.
I mentioned his brother Dan, who graduated last spring, now at Union. He had knee surgery in the spring and is just now getting back onto the ice after a brilliant career for Mo Beard.
And it's always nice to be the younger brother, have your older brother graduate and get out of his shadow and start to shine like that. That's great.
It was a big shadow cast by his older brother Dan. Also, Andrew Kozlov gone from last year's team. He had 104 points in his career, 53 goals, 51 assists. Andrew Pascal had 28 and 43 for 71 points in his career. That's a lot of firepower that Randy Belichick lost after his first year of coaching.
But I'll tell you what, Eddie Osowski said, you know what? This is my team now, and has put them on his shoulders, and he has just played brilliantly. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more out of him this period.
Durso just made his 25th save of the game. 3-2 Morristown Beard in front. All the goals have been into the net to our right tonight. 3 by Morristown Beard in the first period, 2 by Pingree in the second period. Broken stick as Kirk's stick into 2 pieces as he tried to fire that shot from inside the blue line. Nice move by Hugan. Here's Beatty through the legs of Brennan, and Durso made the save. Rebound by Lima was blocked down in front. Now Moser starts the other way for Mo Beard. Moser gets stood up a bit, and Beatty then finishes the check, but Moser gets it back and fires just wide.
Luke Moser, another one of those young players out there, a freshman, and he is going to be a lot of fun to watch in years to come as well for Mo Beard.
Pingree could not clear, kept in by the Crimson. Another opportunity here for Big Blue. Giveaway behind the net, that pops up in front of Steiner. He knocked it down with the glove and covers for a faceoff.
Again, Steiner's got a real good feel for where the puck is. Look at this Pingree opportunity right here. The shot on goal comes back. And that a shot by Lima doesn't quite make it, but Pingree's starting to make things happen.
Just over 3 minutes into the third period. Osowski tried to win that faceoff to himself going toward the net. Got a little too far away from him. Outlet to center. Here is Beatty. 2-on-2. Dropping for Lima, shot wide. Boy, they really work well together.
They really, really do.
For guys who aren't normally line mates.
That's exactly it. I mean, I believe if you're Coach Maggs, you take note of this and you keep that together. Maybe spread out the wealth with Lackey and Branchina when they come back.
Lima is normally on the third line without Lackey and Branchina. He moves to the top line. Here's Beatty to the net. Got taken down from behind. This will be a penalty on Gilson for hooking, and Pingree, 4 minutes into the third period, goes on the power play looking for the equalizer.
Well, what's the key to stopping Matt Beatty? If you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him, and chances are you're going to get a penalty in the process. This is a huge opportunity. Take a look at the penalty right there. Beatty was going to try to squeak it past Durso, but absolutely not going to happen with Tyler Gilson and wrapping him up like that.
So Gilson in 2 for hooking at 3:59.
See that hit there by Steve Palazzolo.
Pingree is 1 for 5 on the power play. Here is Olchese short-handed. Turned aside by Palazzolo and just rags for some extra time here, but Palazzolo comes up with it quickly to Jack Walmuth. Walmuth will gather again at center ice. Now into the offensive zone. Still stick handling. Slides one wide of Durso. Looking to get the rebound. Keeps it alive. Nice play by Brennan as he got it through the skates of Rogers. Kept in by Gottlieb. Behind the net, Rogers. Rogers looking to skate out in front. Got it on goal. Durso made the save and pounces on the puck for a faceoff. And now some pushing and shoving in front of the net.
Starting to get ugly.
Good work along the goal line by Ben Rogers.
Let's take a look at that play right there in front of the net. Squirts on Durso. Durso didn't lose sight of it at any time, but it's starting to get physical. Both of these teams are really wanting it, and with 10 minutes left in the game and a 1-goal difference, and during a penalty kill for Mo Beard, it's starting to get fiery out there.
Face-off win for Pingree. Beatty closing in, top of the circle, had the short side and shot it wide. Had a little bit of room there, missed the net.
What's fun before that stoppage of play was Pingree just kind of quietly snuck Beatty back out there. Another person to keep an eye on right there is Steve Palazzolo. He can score goals as well. He's got a blistering slap shot.
He's at the left point right now. Gottlieb from the right point fired one high, was knocked down and cleared to the other end. A much needed icing for Mo Beard with 46 seconds left on the power play. One shot in this man advantage so far for Pingree. 30 shots in the game for Big Blue, 25 for Mo Beard. Still 33 left on the man advantage as Gottlieb enters the offensive zone. Hugen going to the net. Gottlieb cross ice. Beatty, and he fanned on it. Durso made the save. Second opportunity. It's kept out of the net. Beatty kept working and nearly tied it up.
That was an unbelievable play right there, and I know Beatty is probably kicking himself.
He was set up very nicely. 12 seconds left on the power play. Here's Beatty again. Drop pass. Gottlieb returns it to Beatty. Penalty about to expire. The teams will return to full strength with 9 minutes to play. Still 3-2, Morristown Beard in front. Olchese with some speed. Got by Gottlieb, behind the net, still in control. Lost the puck, and guess who has it? Beatty. Beatty taken down by Moser. Santucci for Mo Beard. Drop pass, Moser. Steiner the save, rebound, score! Olchese in front, and Mo Beard back up by 2.
What a gigantic goal for the Morristown Beard Crimson. When you've got a game like this, when Pingree was starting to pick back into it, take a look at this. I mean, what a great goal for them. And he just took his time. Brilliant, brilliant eyes, brilliant play, brilliant positioning right there by Luke Moser. That's a freshman, mind you.
Time of the goal, 6:28. Olchese in front. Moser with the great work to get that play going.
You got Santucci with the assist, his third on the night. Coming into this game, Santucci just had 1 goal on the season. A big 3-point game for Matt Santucci. And Luke Moser, the freshman, his fifth goal on the season. He's also a AAA Bantam, so he's a top-flight player for his age, but wow, he's playing with the big boys, and he looks like he belongs.
6:28, the time of the goal, back up by 2, the Crimson. So Olczewski gets his 3rd of the season. Moser and Santucci picking up the assists. And now the clock becomes a factor here for Pingree. Beatty scores though, and it's back to within 1. Matt Beatty with a laser, and it's a 4-3 game, his 2nd of the night, 12th of the season.
That was a laser, an absolute blistering shot, and what a showman too. He turns to the crowd, the Pingree faithful are out here, and my goodness, look, it's Matt Beatty. Let's take this first look here. Just a blistering shot, top shelf. Durso, no goaltender would have a chance at that. Oh, he just shoves it right over the blocker's side. Just caught him barely out of position, and you see him turning to his fans. And he comes back with the puck again.
Hugen will get the assist at 7:21. Those 2 goals, 53 seconds apart, and we're back to a 1-goal game. Here's Beatty again. Durso makes the save, no rebound.
You got to wonder if Durso sees him with the puck and a little bead of sweat doesn't just pick up on his brow right there.
He's one of those guys where the puck just seems to find his stick.
Take a look at this play right here. Shoots it on net. Durso with that glove of his, but Beatty, I'm wondering what he has, what he eats each day, because it feels like he's been on the ice for about 90% of this game, and that kind of energy is just unbelievable.
And again, if you're just joining us, playing without his 2 normal line mates in this one. It's a big hit on the far side by Olczewski. Popping right back up Charlie Walmuth, but he'll head to the bench. And here's Beatty again, weaving through traffic. Durso in the breadbasket, rolled behind him, rebound in front. Hugen could not send it home.
Wow, Pingree is starting to look hungry. It says a lot about Pingree Big Blue. They may be young, but look at how hungry they are. And Beatty just over and over again. Durso dropped the puck, finally is able to put his pads together. Thought it might have squirted past him, but he got his legs on top of it, make sure that the stoppage of play transpired properly. Wow, this is a lot of fun to watch right here.
Just under 7 minutes to play. That one goes over the net. Eric Rogers, a freshman, with the shot. Mo Beard has led the entire game, scoring 46 seconds in, up by just a goal right now. Mo Beard sending it deep. Andrew Callahan from that left point, but Pingree has control. Shaking off a check at the blue line, Ben Rogers. Rogers looking to get it ahead. It's off the stick of his brother Eric. Centering pass went through and all the way down the ice. Steiner will set this one up for Gottlieb. Both teams take the opportunity to change. And this will be an icing as Jack Walmuth was unable to touch that puck. And the faceoff will come back in the Pingree end.
I'm going to tell you something for shock value, Steve.
Hit me with it.
Matt Beatty is back on the ice.
Wow. After what, a half a shift break, if that?
I think so. Took a shot of espresso. He's ready. He's fine. He's young.
Half a banana. He's good to go.
It's like the Rafa Nadal of hockey.
Just goes and goes.
Yeah.
Icing the other way now against Mo Beard, so Pingree will have an offensive zone faceoff, trailing by 1. Steiner has allowed 4. He's made 23 saves. On the other end, Durso has made 33 saves in the contest. Maybe got a piece of that one as well, as shooting from the point was Kyle Walker. Osowski starts up the left wing through center ice, gets taken to the glass hard, and a good check by Palazzolo. Stolen away by Lima. Lima with Hugen, 2-on-2. Lima with a wrister, and again, Durso makes the save in the chest protector and hangs on.
It's funny, he's like a miniature Matt Beatty. He's just, take a look at him. He's speedy. There's a nice little wrist shot there. Maybe get some sort of rebound off of there, but no, he's literally like a miniature Matt Beatty.
Shots right now, 37-27 for Pingree. And keep in mind, Mo Beard had the first 6 shots of the game. It's 37-21 since then.
Again, a lot of heart shown here by Big Blue today.
But still down a goal with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play here at Menon Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. This is a rematch of the 2010 New Jersey Prep State Championship game. Mo Beard won that one 5-2. Moser closing in. Goes along the goal line for Olchese. Back to the point, Brennan. Kirk fires, deflected, and still seeing it for a good length of time was Steiner, who made the stick save. Lima will backhand it in and head to the bench. And Beatty will take a breather as well, under 5 to play. Might be Beatty's last rest of the game.
It very well may.
Brennan swings out from behind his own net. Gets to the red line and backhands it in. And Mo Beard will take the opportunity to change all 5. DePaulo will retreat to Gilsonen. Banking it for Meisenbacher. Beats a man. Poke checked away by Gottlieb. Scooped up by Eric Rogers. Good job by Mo Beard retreating defensively there. They had 3 players back.
And they needed to do that because they keep trying to set up certain plays and they're just not connecting because Pingree keeps laying out their sticks. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that Mo Beard cannot connect.
Here's DePaulo starting up the right wing. And a nice battle there with Ben Rogers. DePaulo gets it again and gets taken to the ice. Penalty coming up here as he was surrounded and was taken down by a cross-check. So a big call as now Mo Beard up a goal will have a power play with 3:43 left.
Well, you see the play right here. When you've got someone like Tom DePaulo with the puck or he has the opportunity to make a play, you might want to use your body to stop him instead of getting a penalty. But instead, the penalty is called and Ben Rogers will spend the next 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Mo Beard 1 for 3 on the power play. 11:17 the time of the penalty. Here's Beatty, shorthanded, going one-on-one against Brennan. Beatty deflected nicely by that long reach of Brennan.
Power play? What power play?
4-3, Mo Beard in front, and the Crimson with the man advantage for another 140. Brennan on net. Steiner made the save. Gave up a rebound, though. Palazzolo clears off Beatty's stick to center ice. Now Gilsonen will wind and wrap it around. Fighting for control for Pingree, Jack Walmuth. Still working, gets it behind the net, Palazzolo. Kept in at the point by Brennan, but Walmuth fights through and able to clear the zone.
Great play by Walmuth right there. Never gave up. Just got it out.
Moser with a minute left on the man advantage. Still in control. Back to the left point, Brennan. Closing, firing, never got through. Kept in. Moser again, a high wrister goes over the net. Off the side of the net from Moser from a tough angle. Now DePaulo. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Mo Beard in front, 4-3. 2:20 left in the third period. Santucci, who has 3 assists, in front. Moser. Steiner made the save.
What a save by Steiner. And if Pingree's able to score a goal right there, they should probably take him out and buy him dinner.
Pingree trying to change. Gilsonen off the long feed from Durso. Now DePaulo. Pad saved by Steiner. Rebound in front. It's poked free and score! On the doorstep. Mo Beard on the power play. We'll see who was able to get it home. It looks like it was Gilsonen. And it's now a 5-3 lead for the Crimson.
That is a back-breaking goal right there. You see the play develop. It is thrown on, and it looks like they're trying to communicate with each other, trying to get Max Gottlieb is trying to get the puck to Steiner, There was just a complete miscommunication. It's thrown on. It looks like he's trying to get it away, but instead, Tom DiPaolo says, you know what? I'm going to take that puck from you and put in the biscuit in the basket, and does so.
Gilsonen gets his second of the year. It's on the power play. DiPaolo picks up the assist as they pile in on top of Durso. So Mo Beard, which came into the game 0 for 12 on the power play this season, has cashed in 2 of 4 chances in this one.
That's got to be a huge sigh of relief for Coach Velishek, who was a little unsure about his team because of their youth and what have you. And of course, special teams is such an important part, an integral part of any hockey game. But being able to connect on 2 power play goals, especially during such critical periods of this game, that's huge for Mo Beard.
I talked to assistant Brad Turner for the Crimson. He said they recently made some changes to the power play, and well, they certainly have paid off today. With a minute and a half to go here, Pingree needs 2 to tie. Mo Beard banks it for Meisenbacher. Meisenbacher shoots, and Steiner makes the save, and we'll have a face-off to his right with 1:12 left. 38-34, the shots now favor Pingree. He really, as you've said a couple of times, you have to admire the effort of Big Blue here today without 2 of its 3 top scorers to cut a 3-0 deficit to 1.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see the difference in the shots on goal. I mean, they're out shooting Mo Beard Crimson 38-34, and Steiner's got to be proud of his performance today, making 29 saves. A couple of them, you know, he'd probably want back from the first period, but other than that, there was goals that he had no control over.
Beatty set up Hugen nicely. Durso made the save. Steiner stays in the net, and that'll be offside as the puck came across the blue line with 50 seconds to play.
And of course, you know, with Steiner, you've also got Matt Beatty. He's done everything in his power out there. Vincent Lima, another one who's been a lot of fun to watch. If nothing else, Big Blue can come away with a moral victory knowing that they've got the team, the heart to do great things, especially when they get Lackey and Branchino back.
And maybe what's even more interesting for these 2 teams who have been so successful over the years is that they're very young and very good.
Well, that's the thing with both of the coaches. You've got Coach Magadini. Max is going to be bringing in, he's going to be getting all sorts of talent throughout the years to come. They both have very deep programs. They both lost a lot of firepower this past June with the graduating classes, but they've got such deep programs.
Santucci takes a player down behind the net, and this will give Pingree a power play, but just 17 seconds left, and Big Blue needs a pair.
Well, I'm no coach, but if I were to coach this particular power play, I'd say get it to Beatty.
That's solid philosophy right there.
Thank you. That's why I'm in the booth and not behind the bench.
Pull the goaltender here? I mean, you need 2 in short order.
That's kind of surprising that they haven't yet.
Beatty to take the face-off. Steiner stays in the net, wins the draw. Back to Gottlieb. Gottlieb didn't handle it cleanly. Now sends one toward the net. Score! It was deflected in front. Beatty and Hugen were both there. It is a good goal, and it's a 1-goal game with 11 seconds to play.
My coaching philosophy came to fruition. Even though they didn't pull the goaltender, Beatty gets the puck back. The shot comes down.
Looked like it was Hugen.
Yeah, it does look like it was Hugen.
Gottlieb will get an assist. Beatty will probably get the second assist, as it appeared it went off the stick of Mac Hugen, a sophomore, for his second of the season. Pingree wins the face-off. No icing here. 5 seconds. Hugen trying to get it in front. Here's Beatty with 2 seconds. It's deflected wide, and Mo Beard will hang on for a 1-goal win. What a game here at Menon Arena. What we expected. And Morristown Beard over 500 for the first time this year at 4-3. Handshakes on the bench, but they literally had to hang on in this one.
That was an unbelievable finish to what turned out to be an unbelievable game. During the first period, when it was 3-0, you thought Mo Beard, the Crimson, are just going to take control of this game. It looked like it might be lopsided, but lo and behold, Pingree, lots of heart, backup goaltender in net. They didn't have Pat Lackey or Nick Branchina. Matt Beatty took the team, put him on his shoulder, and said, come on, boys, let's make this happen. He had something to do with all 4 goals. He was a joy to watch, but Randy Velishek, you could see the look on his face. the sigh of relief, the joy and knowing that his team has learned how to put the puck in the back of the net during the power play. Mo Beard Crimson showed just as much heart, pulled out an unbelievably thrilling game there with 74 shots between the two teams.
Each team a pair of goals in the third, but Mo Beard held the one-goal advantage going into that final stanza. And the final score from Mennen Arena, Morristown Beard 5, Pingree School 4. Stay tuned, our post-game show coming your way next. This is High School Sports Showcase on MSG Varsity.
I like hitting, but putting the puck in the back of the net says a lot more, I think.
I like celebrations after the goals.
I'm Tom Panisi. I play defense.
I'm Malik Arvin. I play right wing.
Entertaining contest here in Morristown, New Jersey. Morristown Beard hangs on in the end, beating Pingree by a score of 5-4. Steve Degler, Colin Cosell back at Mennen Arena. We are pleased to be joined with Mo Beard's Matt Santucci, who had 3 assists in the contest. And Matt, you beat this team in the Prep State Finals last year. What does it mean to get a win somewhat early in the season against them this year?
Oh, it's huge. We just want to set the tone for when we play in the Prep tournament again. They beat us up pretty good in our first scrimmage, and we were happy to come out here and get a win today.
Now, Matt, you've got such a young team. You came into this game with 1 goal, no assists. You exploded for 3 assists, and you're a senior, you're a leader out there. Tell us how it felt going out there and that kind of production.
Oh, it felt good. You know, I was struggling coming into this 6 games with 1 point. I was just trying to find my teammates, get a couple of assists on the board, and I was able to do that today.
Matt, you guys lost a lot of firepower from last year's team. Being one of the older guys on this unit this year, how much do you have to help and lead these younger players get acclimated to this level of hockey?
Not much. They work pretty hard in practice, and we just tell them, you know, if we grind out, we're a pretty good team too, so we could come and play pretty solid teams and beat them if we just grind out in the corners and win.
Well, Matt, great game tonight. 3 assists. Congratulations on the victory, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.
Matt Santucci joining us. He had 3 assists. Mo Beard gets the win by a score of 5-4, improving to 4-3 on the season. Pingree now winless in its last 5, but still above 500 at 4-3-2 on the year. For Colin Cosell and our entire crew, Steve Degler saying so long from Mennen Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. The final score once again, Morristown Beard 5, Pingree 4. Thank you for watching High School Sports Showcase on MSG Varsity.
Welcome to the Girls Soccer Recap Special. I'm Shauna Ryan, and on this very special edition of The Desk, we're going to relive some of the highlights of the season, spanning the Tri-State with our regional experts who will put some perspective on the season. And we're going to start off on Long Island. Here to help us out is our soccer insider, Keith Walker. Keith, you've been here all season long from region to region, so I know you got some great perspective. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And, of course, since we're starting on Long Island, we're starting with our Long Island expert, Lauren Brill. You called a lot of the girls' soccer games on the island on MSG Varsity, so I know you've got some great stories as well. When we talk Long Island soccer, I got to give it up for some of our smaller schools. I think there was some great campaigns from our smaller Class D schools, most notably Smithtown Christian, making it all the way to the state final. They didn't get the title crown, but that was their only loss of the season, ending 15-1, so I got to give it up for Class D. But Lauren, I know your favorite team has got to be actually a state title holder.
A state title holder, and it's their 4th state title, Massapequa. A phenomenal team from the back to the front. They have 4 great, solid senior defenders in the back, a great midfielder in Amanda Reverberry, and then a lot of young forwards that did a lot for this team. Rosie DiMartino, 17 goals on the season. Taylor Kruger comes up in the state tournament after playing JV all the season and scores a goal in the semis and the finals of the state tournament. And this is the team that plays really well together. They have great chemistry, great skill. They're good with the ball at their feet. They make nice small passes. and they really came together and stepped up the intensity come playoff time.
So Massapequa continues to dominate, but perhaps a surprise state champion is Garden City with their first state title, Keith, and that's why they're your top team.
Yeah, especially, Shauna, considering the fact that in Nassau County, we typically expect to see Southside come out of there, but Southside lost their 13 consecutive streak of winning Nassau to Garden City with a 1-0 defeat. They're a balanced team. They have lots of depth. A skilled team with a lot of athletes as well. The coaches actually love the fact that they can sub at any time and they never lose anything on the field. They are still able to generate a very potent attack, especially with Barbara Sullivan up top, who's a very creative and strong forward, provides leadership for them there. And then also in the back, Christina Cesarini, who plays sweeper for them, has played well all season when they moved her back there, which was a big move for them, and it allowed them to catapult them to this state title.
All right, so both of your top teams this season are from the public sector. But Keith, when we're talking about some of the standout athletes from the season, you're looking actually at the private schools, and Sacred Heart has your favorite athlete. Who is it?
It's Meredith Speck. She played so well for Sacred Heart this year. She is a senior, and they were looking for her to be a leader and the captain of the team this year. She leads by example more so than vocally. She's a midfield, sometimes forward. She's very fast, has great vision on the field, makes things happen out of nothing. She'll be off to Yale this coming fall with two older sisters that play D1. That obviously helps out her development in the long run. So she'll be ready.
All right. Well, Lauren, you're also looking at private schools for your top athlete. Maybe there's something in the water with our private schools. St. Anthony, they lose in the Catholic League state final, but they still got some outstanding athletes.
Well, Meredith Speck happens to be one of my favorite players too, but I chose Rihanna Marino because she plays on a very, very good team, and she really stepped up this year. It's her first year on varsity, and she leads the team with 15 goals on the season. Incredible player, and she comes through in big games. Semifinals of the Long Island Championship, she plays at St. John the Baptist, comes out with the opening goal. Then in the final game against Kellenberg, she has the assist on the first goal and then scores the winning goal. Just a phenomenal all-around player, and she'll be back next year. So I'm really excited to see her play next year. Well,
you mentioned St. Anthony's Catholic League, Long Island Catholic League final against Kellenberg. And Keith, that is your top moment of the season. Why is that?
It's because one of the reasons that happened was, as Lauren just said, Rihanna Marino actually scored the game winner for them. But the big thing with this game was 15 minutes left to go in the game. They're down 1-0, and in that 15 minutes, they score 2 goals to take the championship from Kellenberg. And Rihanna Marino actually did most of it by assisting on the tying goal as well as scoring the game winner to catapult them to that win.
All right. Now, we talked a lot about Garden City already, but Lauren, that's actually your favorite moment involving them in that state championship game against Section 1's Rye, and all because of a last-moment substitution that proved to win the game.
Well, Keith said it before, Garden City likes to sub. They scored in the Southside game off a player that was not a starter. And again, state finals, second overtime. The game is about to be called co-champions. Girls are tired. Both teams played the day before. Coach Heedle subs in Aaron Greiner. 2 minutes left in the game. The ball's crossed into the box. Barb Sullivan advances it, hits off an opponent, and Aaron Greiner gets a piece of it, scores the game winner. She's only a sophomore, a young player. Shows how deep this team is. This team was not expected to go to the finals. This team was not expected to be state champions. They play against the #1 team in the nation, and they score in the second overtime. Unbelievable moment, unbelievable accomplishment. These girls have every right to be proud.
Great stories on Long Island. Lauren, thank you so much for helping us put some perspective on it. We really appreciate it. But Keith, I know you got to stick around. We got a lot more regions to cover here on this special girls soccer recap special. Coming up next, we head to New Jersey. One team's first state title in 11 years came up nothing but roses. And then we're going to head over to the Nutmeg State, guys. Connecticut takes center stage. Find out how the Greenwich Cardinals soared to an FCX title. It's all coming up next.
High School Journal brings you the high school experience with even more depth in high definition. For all things high school, catch High School Journal only on MSG Varsity, another Optimum exclusive.
Hey Hey guys, welcome back to the Girls Soccer Recap Special. From Long Island, we now head over into New Jersey, where the girls soccer scene was making some serious national noise. Teams from our area had been ranked #1 by some in the entire country. And here to help us break it all down is our Garden State expert, Lou Brogna. Lou, thank you so much for making the trip.
Anytime, Sean.
And of course, Keith Walker joins us once again here, our soccer guru. So guys, let's get right into it. Garden State, great stories. The team that sticks out for me is Red Bank Catholic. Back-to-back state title games, they lose to Immaculate Heart Academy in non-public A. This year, they don't come out with a win, but they come out with a draw. And you got to give it up for them for finally kind of breaking through somewhat here and not coming out with a defeat. So, you know, Keith, I like Red Bank Catholic, but you got to give it up to IHA, I guess, being that they did have back-to-back wins before this draw.
Yeah, exactly. IHA is a perennial power there. They're always there. So it was a great tie for Red Bank Catholic, and it's another state title for IHA. They get their 5th overall in the non-public A. Another great season, 19-2-2, having 11 shutouts again on the season. They had 69 goals total, scoring as usual for them. They were very steady in the back with Cassandra Nunez in the goal, and also had a lot of great contributions from Samantha Wilkes, Erin McGovern, and Stephanie Schultz.
All right, so we've got non-public A on the brain, but Lou, you got non-public B on the brain, right?
Absolutely, and what a story for the Purple Roses of St. Rose, who went 16-5. Now you might say, how can you pick a 16-5 team to be the team of the year? But they were the hottest team in New Jersey at the tail end of the season, defeating Morris Catholic in the non-public B championship game, snapping the Crusaders' 10-game win streak. And for St. Rose, it was the first time in school history that they claimed the state title. So a great season for St. Rose, a team that possessed tremendous speed and excellent scoring power from Caitlin Kraft, with 24 goals on the year.
Lou, you know what? You can pick them because you're Lou Brogna. So you're surprising us today a lot. You pick a team that went 16-5 for your favorite team, and for your favorite player, you picked the losing team from that title game, Morris Catholic. Who are you looking at?
Well, absolutely. Natalie Magoya out of Morris Catholic. 36 goals this year for the Crusaders. A terrific offensive force. She had 2 5-goal games this year and back-to-back 4-goal games. So she had a terrific season.
All right, so Keith, your standout athlete, we talked about goalies all season long, and it's no different in New Jersey, right?
Not at all. Goalkeepers for me are just so important, and when I was winning championships with my high school teams, that was one of the mainstays for us, is that we had quality goalkeeping, and it's no different here. Caroline Broder out of Northern Highlands played so well for them all season long. She had 14 shutouts, helping them to an 18-2-2 record, and also advancing to the Section 1 Group 3 title game. So again, for Northern Highlands to be successful, they needed some great goalkeeping from Caroline, and she came up big for them all year long.
So it makes sense, Keith, that your favorite moment of the season comes between Northern Highland and their rival Ramapo. These teams have gone at 4 times during the season, including in the state sectional final in North 1 Group 3. I mean, these are always hard-fought battles, overtime, PKs, the 9s.
Yes, and this one comes from an earlier season game when Ramapo had some young forwards up top, and most notably Caroline Chagares, who played very well for them all season long. But in this game, coming into it, she had scored 4 goals leading into it, and then in here, against Northern Highlands, their rival, Caroline comes up with the golden goal in a 2-1 victory in overtime. What a great way for a freshman to start her career against an arch rival and set them on their way for the season.
And we'll be looking out for her next season as well. I'm sure she'll bring a lot again as a sophomore. All right, Lou. Your favorite moment, Jared Greenberg, maybe he's in the control room doing a dance because it's all about his alma mater, Mahwah.
Because you know Jared has to be happy to see his Thunderbirds soar to the state championship. What an exciting moment. Mahwah's Alex Truglio with the game-winning goal as Mahwah defeated Johnson Regional 3-1 in the Group 2 championship game. First title since 1985 for the T-Birds, who finished 21-2-1 on the year. By the way, Truglio had 2 goals in the game, 19 on the season. It really was a remarkable moment. very unexpected that Mahwah would claim the Group 2 championship.
It's a good point, but once again, Jared's going to say unexpected. He comes from Mahwah. I mean, athletics runs in the school, right? All right. Guys, thank you so much for helping us put a recap on the 2010 season in Jersey. Lou, we'll let you get back to the Garden State. Keith, though, don't go anywhere. We got a lot more to talk about. Guys, coming up next on the Girls Soccer Recap Special, we move from the Burbs to the Boroughs. We're going to tell you how the Riverdale Country Day School capped an undefeated season. The 2010 Girls Recap Special rolls on.
I trust my business to Optimum Business. Our internet is incredibly fast. Our phone service is more reliable. And thanks to Optimum Wi-Fi, I'm always connected, even when I'm out of the office. We even get special discounts on important business services with Optimum Business Benefits. Oh, excuse me. I have to take this one.
For millions, the most innovative TV, internet, and phone services in America are all right here at Optimum.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our Girls Soccer Recap Special. I am Shauna Ryan. We're looking back at the scene this season, region by region. So next up, we're going to visit New York City and Connecticut. And first, our Bronx, Brooklyn expert, Pat O'Keefe, coming to us out of our New York City Bureau. He joins me along with our soccer expert, Keith Walker. Now, guys, in New York City, a team that really stood out for me was Bronx Science. They weren't able to defend their Bronx A Division title. However, they had an undefeated season, undefeated regular season, 12-0. They did it on the backs of underclassmen, only 3 seniors. So this is a team that I like because I think we're going to see a lot of them in 2011. Now, Pat, the team that you're looking at is actually a team that did a little bit of a redemption series here in 2010.
And how's this for redeeming yourself? Riverdale Country Day School finishes the entire season undefeated, a record of 17-0-2, and the Falcons win the Independent Schools Championship. And this wasn't by accident. You mentioned the disappointment from 09, where they had a strong senior class to lead the way, led by Zoe Loveman. They were the #1 seed in the playoffs. They get all the way to the championship game to face #2 Staten Island Academy. Everybody is ready for a tight game. Well, Riverdale just blew them out 5-0, the final score to capture the title.
All right, Pat. Well, they were the number 1 seed. Keith, you were looking at a team that didn't know a lot about the playoffs. New Utrecht, they go on in 2010 to take home their first ever title.
Yeah, Sean, the New Utrecht played very well this season, had a 14-2 season, and they were led by a young team, which is incredible. They had 13 sophomores and freshmen combined playing very well together. They won the PSAL Class B title as well as the Brooklyn B7 group title. So because of their youth, I expect that we're definitely going to see them for the years to come.
You know, speaking of youth, it really seems to be a theme in New York City this season. A lot of underclassmen coming out and making a name for themselves. So when we take a look at some of our outstanding athletes, it makes sense that you're actually looking at a freshman.
Yes, I am. It's Summer Sofer. She plays for Riverdale Kingsbridge. And she scored 29 goals this season, which was 3rd in the PSAL, which is great for a freshman. She was very dynamic on the field, able to get through defenses at will, helping to lead them to a 10-2 record. In addition to that, in one game, she actually went through a defense and got 18 shots off, so that's incredible.
Great stuff from the freshman. All right, so from the freshman to a sophomore, Pat, tell me a little bit about who you're looking at Leon Goldstein.
Well, first I thought I was thinking outside the box going with a sophomore until I heard Keith's pick, but I'm taking a look at Pamela Wieshart, the sophomore from Leon M. Goldstein. 31 goals in 12 regular season games. She added another one in the playoffs and helped lead the Dolphins to their division title. And she's just the type of player that, upon first spec at looking at the field for the first time, she just looks like she's playing the game at a different level than those around her.
All right, so from our standout athletes to some of our favorite moments. Now, Keith, your moment is an inspiring one. Julia Silverman from Riverdale Kingsbridge has an injury in the regular season. It looks like it's going to end her high school career on the soccer field, but then she comes back in the playoffs and impresses us all.
Yeah, she did. And for Julia, you would never want to end the season with an injury, especially as a senior. So it was great that she was able to actually rehab and get back out on the field. And impressively, when she got back out there, she was actually able to score a goal for them, so that was great for them in a playoff game.
All right, that's great stuff. Now, Pat, your favorite moment comes from a team that I love because I love their name. I mean, the Bonnies, it sounds like they could be in a band.
Isn't it fun to say Fontbonne Hall Academy? Well, we've got a dynasty brewing here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, as Fontbonne wins the CHSAA Diocesan Championship, finishing the season with a record of 15-1. Their only loss coming in the state semifinals to nationally ranked St. Anthony's. Now, this is the third time they've been to the state semis in the last 4 years, all under head coach Victor Popovsky, led this year with the Bonnies by their top scorer, Katie Henderson. Also on the front line, Colleen Ryan.